Hey, it's Ryan from Pin the World, and I am in America. That's right, I am in the United States of America. Today is Tuesday, July 8th, and I am here for one night. I am solo, actually. Laura is not with me, so that's a little odd right off the hop. But, because it's a Tuesday, she is at work, as most people are. But I have a little bit of a surplus of vacation time compared to her, so I have come to the States to see a concert later tonight. So right now I am in Sterling Heights, Michigan, which is about 2 hours from our house. We're pretty lucky because, about an hour and a half from our house, we can go to either New York State or Michigan. We're pretty close to either border where we are. So, yeah, I'm in a Costco parking lot right now. Gonna get up to, a couple little adventures this afternoon, I think, some shopping, but then I will be driving about 2 hours further west to Kalamazoo, where I'll be seeing that concert at Bell's Brewery. So they have an on-site concert venue, and they are famous for their Bell's Two-Hearted IPA. So that's, I think, their flagship brew, and I am really excited. So in Laura's famous words, let's go. So Costco in the States, it's not wildly different. It's just bigger. Still have to know your prices though, for sure. Got a few things, I think, though. Am I here for Kohl's or Sephora? You be the judge. Well, no luck at Kohl's today. Really used to be the place for cross-border shopping for me, but just not so much the last couple years, but always worth a try. On to the next stop, though, where I know I'm gonna have some luck. Oh yeah. So I am on the patio at Portillo's. There's some alliteration for you. It's a lovely day. Packed inside. I have the whole patio to myself, so I will be dining al fresco. I'll show you what I got in just a moment. We have a small fries and a small Sprite and a not so small Italian beef sandwich, made famous by the Bear show, of course. So Laura and I tried Portillo's for the first time in Chicago, and now they have one oddly but conveniently here in Sterling Heights, Michigan. So I will get to enjoy the famous Chicago beef once again with the jardinera, so the hot peppers. This one is dipped, that's how they do it, so it's like sopping wet and disgusting and amazing and lovely and delicious. It's not pretty, so I'm going to stop recording, but I'm going to enjoy this. Like I said, just hanging out with all my friends. Love these trays, though, with the nested cup holders. So smart. So easy to carry. So, now that I've consumed like 2 pounds of beef, probably, do I want to go try on more clothes on this hot summer day? Let's see. Alright, I gotta level with you. That lunch hit the spot. Call it a guilty pleasure, call it whatever you want, but to me, something about meat on a bun, or in particular, beef on nice bread, it's really a beautiful thing. Elegant, simple. A French dip, for example, how can that not be fancy? The Chicago beef sandwich or a Philadelphia cheesesteak. Often I think less is more, but that is a really nice treat. All right, here I am with another car update for you. I have gotten to my next stop. I think this will be my final stop before I embark on the 2 or so hour drive to Kalamazoo, where the concert is. Now, I don't think I've said what concert I'm seeing, so maybe I will spin you around and just show you. There we go. So, going to see The Wallflowers, little bit random, I suppose. They were probably a bit before my time, but as a a big classic rock fan, I suppose, thanks to my dad, so like Bob Dylan, the Rolling Stones, the band. Um, you know, not many of these folks are touring anymore, and there's fewer and fewer every year, unfortunately. But I think the Wallflowers, Jacob Dylan, definitely captures that vibe. And even though I think the hits were out when I was quite young, it's definitely something I grew up hearing on the radio and that kind of thing. So I am looking forward to it. And Jacob Dylan, the front man of the Wallflowers, is of course Bob Dylan's son. So if you didn't know that, now you do. Another car update was just in the 12 Oaks Mall in Novi, Michigan, and I am going to depart now for Kalamazoo, about a 2-hour drive. Saw some interesting things, though. I won't get sappy, but it does feel weird doing this whole thing without Laura, because we pretty much do everything together all the time, and I think that's how we like it. But again, I am happy to be able to go check out a concert, which is something I used to do a lot back in the day. And yeah, she's not super fond of. I have the vacation time, she doesn't, so it works out pretty well. All of that to say, I did manage to snag a few things in this mall that I think she will enjoy and appreciate. So that was fun. Yeah, some pins. So, a future unboxing on this channel, our channel for sure. And some pops, this Pop Mart vending machine. So I think she'll really get a kick out of that. Sorry I didn't show you much. I'm not really a shop with me kind of girly, as they say, so it's just not really my thing to film. But I was in a box lunch, Hot Topic, and that pop vending machine, as well as a JCPenney for myself. No luck though. I have arrived in downtown Kalamazoo, Michigan. It is quaint. I saw the Bell's Brewery, the whole setup, the complex, on my drive in to the hotel, so that's great. I am oriented, know where to go. I will give you a really quick room tour though. This is the Hilton Garden Inn in downtown Kalamazoo. Pretty, standard kind of setup. You just have your desk and TV and a little sitting area on the left. There's a microwave, coffee bar, and I'm sure there is a fridge in there. Have a chair and a king-size bed to the right. Hotel was, pretty nice looking downstairs. I didn't get any footage of that yet, but I'll have to on my way out to dinner or the concert. But yeah, that's obviously the entrance door. Little open concept closet with some shelves and drawers, which is nice, very useful. And then across from that is the washroom on a big pocket door, sliding door kind of setup. And again, just, what you would expect. Nice looking walk-in shower though, and they've got their own product. So yeah, this'll do nicely. It's about 4:15. So I've definitely got a few hours to kill before the concert or before dinner. I really would love to find a coffee. I was sort of thinking of getting one for the drive from the mall to Kalamazoo, but it just didn't happen there, and then I didn't end up stopping. But I'm happy to just be in for the night. I won't have to drive again today, so that's always a plus. I'm gonna take this opportunity to do a little shopping haul for my day one. Not very successful for me, but I did get this shirt at Costco. So just tried it on, and yeah, nice casual Kirkland shirt that I'll get some use out of. Just wanted to try it on. I can return it technically in Canada, or so they say, but I just thought since I have the time, if something wasn't right, I'd prefer to just return it before I cross the border. And I did get a bathing suit as well. I'm wearing that right now. I don't think I can actually show you the way the camera works, but I'll show it to you in a second. I think it's going to be a return. So moving on from Costco though, this is what I picked up at the mall, and I think Laura will be excited. So like I said, there will be an unboxing video for sure on this channel, and she won't know about these. I'm not telling her while I'm away. I'm going to wait until I'm home, but I think she'll be quite excited to open some more mystery boxes. So these are official Pop Mart ones from that official Pop Mart vending machine. Here's the bathing suit. It is Speedo branded. It was on sale, so I think it was like $11.99, but I just don't really love the fit. What makes me chuckle though, don't know if you can make that out, one of the features, it says it is water repellent. What is a water repellent bathing suit? Does that mean if I tried to walk into the water, all the water would just part and make a path for me, never touching me? I don't know. And I guess I never will, because I'm going to return it. I am about to head off and walk over to Bell's Brewery for the concert. I'm hoping to grab some dinner there before the show, and of course a beer. Sort of have to, don't I? But yeah, it's a nice close walk to the hotel, and yeah, not much of an update otherwise. You might notice I've changed since I'm only here for the one night. I just brought an extra change of clothes because there was all sorts of room in the duffel bag. So it's just sort of nice after a, 5 hours in the car and shopping and everything else today to just sort of freshen up a bit. So yeah, I'm gonna head over to the show. I probably won't, record much obviously because it'll be like copyrighted on here, and it never sounds great anyhow, but hopefully I'll get a quick clip or at least insert a few pictures. Good morning. It is Wednesday, July 9th. So I am in the hotel room, obviously, about 4 hours from home here in Kalamazoo, back to Canada, where we live. But I'm gonna make the most of today. There's no rush, have the day off, of course. So going to see a few sights and bring you along for the journey. And just to add, it was a fantastic concert last night. A really enjoyable experience. The band sounded great, and just the venue was really awesome too. Just the brewery there, so got to try some craft beers while I was enjoying the music. The crowd, the people, there was free water everywhere. Everything was just really fantastic. So it was a great experience. Well, I have made it to my exciting stop, which is the Gilmore Car Museum. I think there is an outdoor component. The weather is apparently not cooperating. I have arrived 5 minutes before opening at 8:55, and I seem to be the only one here. I think there are indoor components as well, but yeah, this rain is just not supposed to be happening yet. Yeah, here it is. It was coming down pretty good on the drive in, and this is, quite rural roads. Don't know where I'm going, but added to the adventure. So yeah, let's hope this passes quickly, and I am really excited to check this out. And fortunately, it did pass quickly. The rain stopped, and I was waiting outside for a minute or two for the doors to be unlocked. And then, what a pleasant surprise upon entering and seeing the beginning of such a huge collection of cars. So, come along and let's check them all out. This place is so cool, guys, and I have it all to myself. It is early on a Wednesday morning, maybe that's why, but this is just stunning. Check it out. It stopped raining too, which is a plus. Really, really fun just exploring here, and like I said, it's a little out of the way, I suppose, about 20 or 30 minutes northeast of Kalamazoo, but it's so cool. Really, really beautiful area. Well, let's go into the Model A Museum. Gotta get that good Gulf gasoline. Free air, too. What a time it would have been. I just can't get over it. This place is just stunning. It's just beautiful, and I'm the only one here. Whole place to myself. Let's see what's next. There's like an old-timey gas station, an old-timey diner, things done up like old car dealerships, old parts and service department. Mr. Lincoln. This old-fashioned diner you can now get custard from. It's like, have I died and gone to heaven? Shell lubrication. Let's fill up. So this is how they can get cars up onto the second floor of some of these barns. Thought it might be a lift or something, but it's just a wooden bridge. Must be a strong one. I won't make the shot in time, but look, they drive them too.
It's a car about they said it's 5 times the size of a regular car to make the people look small.
Okay, yeah, a little forced perspective kind of thing.
And then the regular car is there too. Meetings and things like that.
Yeah.
Weddings. It's a restroom now. One time they were going to have a train in here. It just never quite developed. And the Classic Car Club owns this building. We're 7 museums on one campus here. These car clubs build their museum and then they have to maintain it.
That's quite amazing. Taking a little video from my wife, who was not lucky enough to join me on this trip.
Pierce Arrow Club owns that building. And that building, Donald Gilmore moved in here. And a Horseless Carriage Club is going to build there.
Wow. So this is a rare prop that it sounds like a lot of Disney props they're pretty protective of. They don't necessarily get out of the Disney hands, so it's rare to see it outside in a collection like this. But Walt Disney himself was here and knew Mr. Gilmore. It's again Gilmore Car Museum. So the prop was a giant car. I guess the premise of the film back from the 1930s was, they had to make the actors appear small. So the prop car is like 12 times larger than a real car and was used for a lot of filming. So that is here. And then, like I said, there was some photographs of Walt Disney himself here. I'm stunned. I'm speechless. Not literally. I have words. Too many words, probably. So that was the Gilmore Car Museum. I don't even know where I am. I'm somewhere generally in western Michigan. So, and I know it's like half an hour northeast of Kalamazoo, Michigan. So I'm not even sure the town name where this car museum is, but it's stunning. You should get here. I'm not even a huge car guy by any means. Absolutely incredible. Learned that their property is like over 90 acres. It's North America's largest car museum. And 3 interesting things I'll highlight right now. So one, I had a lovely volunteer who has been there for 17 years take me around the property in a 63 Cadillac convertible. So that was pretty special. That's free too. They do ask for or not even ask, but you're able to make a donation at the end if you like, which I was happy to do. The owner, Gilmore, that's the surname. I again forget his first name, but there was just so much information I was taking in today. He owned what went on to become Pfizer, I believe, so that probably helped fund the car collection that was then turned into a museum. But anyhow, so that's two incredible things, I suppose, out of the three. Getting to ride in the 63 Cadillac, seeing Walt Disney memorabilia here. Third thing, pins! I don't know if those will show up, but yeah, 5 pins for $12. That's pretty incredible. So I'm sort of not near to anything at this point, but I am slowly meandering my way home. So I think right now I'm close-ish, like Lansing, Flint area. Anyways, though, it's a weird time. It's 1 o'clock now. I didn't have lunch at the car museum. They did have a cafe there, but I felt like, they were just sort of getting set up. I didn't want to wait around that long. So I am in a Kroger parking lot, and this is funny for me. I think like I'll not be in the States for dinner the way things are going because I'm making great progress today, but I do want to indulge in some Shake Shack later, but I can only do that closer to the border. But since it's around, my normal lunchtime, needed a little something. So even though Laura is not along on this trip, she is still like the metaphorical angel on my shoulder who's stopping me from making bad decisions. But yeah, I went into a Kroger, so a little haul. I'm going to have a little chocolate milk. I'm going to have a Greek yogurt, Chobani, key lime, and a banana. So a very little light lunch. This would actually normally be breakfast stuff for me, but I didn't get it this morning. I just had sort of a coffee and a pastry. And yeah, I even remembered to get a spoon for the yogurt while I was in there. So gonna do that, then get some gas, then hit the road again, and I guess technically it'll be a very early dinner or late lunch kind of thing at Shake Shack later is the plan. That was my little dinner, like brunch, but between lunch and dinner. It's like 3:30, so it's perfectly ambiguous as to whether that was a late lunch or an early dinner, but I had my Shake Shack treat. It was delicious. Had the double classic burger that they do, just the cheese, lettuce, tomato, and the shake sauce. Mwah. Had a small strawberry lemonade or something like that. I don't remember exactly what it was, but refreshing, very refreshing considering lots of time just driving around in a car today. I did be bad, though, to make up for not getting fries. I've always been curious to try their custard, so I'm going to do that for the first time. So that's just 1 scoop of the vanilla custard. And Laura and I got, quite infatuated with the Culver's custard after the first time that we tried that. So I am curious to see how this compares. It's very good. It's very creamy. First bite, I am inclined to say maybe the Culver's is just a hair better. This is very good, though. I'll have to finish it off camera because that would be very awkward, and it's hard for me to hold this thing and eat ice cream or custard. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe I will come back with a more formal review, or maybe I'll just forget. Come on, you think I'm gonna forget when the stakes are this high? When it's about custard? Well, here I am from another parking lot with an update. I would say it's a draw. So I think the Culvers may be a little bit more creamy. Both are delicious though. And the Shake Shack had maybe a slightly better consistency. Sometimes with the Culvers, there's some little, signs of ice, I suppose, like a little crunch almost that I don't like. The Shake Shack one is completely smooth. Both delicious though, highly recommend. And I just did a return of that bathing suit at Costco. I think it's my last stop. May grab a coffee for the road, but I am heading for home, so that probably wraps this one up. But it's been a blast. The concert was a great time. The crowd, the atmosphere, the food and drink, and the band were all fantastic. And then the car museum, the Gilmore Museum this morning was such a fantastic surprise. I was just continue to be stunned by how fantastic it was, and just that I had the whole place to myself pretty much until maybe the last hour or so that I was there. Some other people started to arrive, but they were in the the beginning building and I was already outside, so we didn't really cross paths. It was pretty awesome. All right, thanks for coming along.